All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most frustrating matchups in all of Street Fighter 6. We're doing a rapid-fire breakdown of exactly how you can finally start beating Mai.
Look, if you've ever said this to yourself, you're in the right place. We're about to download 10 super clear, actionable tactics right into your game plan. No crazy execution needed, just the answers. Think of this like watching 10 quick 1-minute shorts, where each one gives you a brand new weapon for this matchup.
Okay, first things first. Before we even think about her fan projectile, we have to deal with her up-close game. This is all about building a solid defensive foundation so her basic offense doesn't just run you over. First up, her weak Ryu Imbu. You see this all the time. My players love using this to keep up the pressure because it feels pretty safe. But here's the thing, it's not. It just feels safe. On block, you are +4. That means you get a guaranteed punish every single time.
Now check out this damage difference. This is why this is so important. Don't just hit her with a jab. You need a dedicated high-damage combo specifically for punish counter situations. I mean, look at that damage jump. It's huge. But, and this is so crucial, look at that warning at the bottom. If Mai has one of her ninja stocks available, she can use a follow-up and the move becomes safe. So you have to check her resources before you go for the punish.
All right, on to our second counter. We're going to exploit a massive, glaring weakness in her anti-air game. And we're going to do it with a classic technique called an empty jump, or as they say in Japan, sukashi tobi. So what is an empty jump? It's exactly what it sounds like. You jump at her, and you do nothing. You just land. Now, why does this work? Well, her main anti-air, that weak Hishisho, has honestly terrible horizontal range, so if you jump from the right spot and attack, she'll hit you. But if you do an empty jump, she swings at nothing, and you get a free punish when you land. This is an absolute killer tactic against modern Mai players who are just mashing that one-button anti-air. Okay, counter number 3. Here's the situation. Mai hits you with a drive rush into her back-heavy kick. You block it, and now she's right in your face at -3. It feels super scary, right? But the solution here is actually way simpler than you think.
And here it is. This little table breaks it all down. The number one thing you can do here is just walk backwards for a split second. If she tries to throw you, she'll whiff completely, and you get a massive punish. This simple action forces her to commit to a much riskier strike to try and catch you. Just knowing this one little trick completely flips the script on her pressure.
Let's talk about being in the corner. We've all been there. Mai throws you, and as you're getting up, she tries to throw you again immediately. It's a classic pressure loop, and it can feel totally inescapable, especially if you don't have an invincible reversal to get out.
Well, here's the secret. Just backdash. For almost every character in the game, a simple backdash on wake up will make her throw attempt whiff, opening her up for a full punish. The moment you show her you know how to do this, her corner offense changes. She can't just loop throws for free anymore. She has to take a real risk, and that is a huge win for you.
Okay, part 1 is down. We've handled her basic pressure. Now, it's time for the main event. Let's talk about the Kashosen, her fan. This move is what makes Mai, and we're about to learn how to completely shut it down.
Counter number 5. This is the one everybody hates. Mai hits you with a heavy punch, and she cancels it into a charged fan. I know what you're thinking. Your first instinct is to mash drive impact, right? Stop. That is the wrong move.
Let's just break down the risk versus reward here. If you drive impact and you guess wrong, if she throws the fast fan instead of the charged one, you eat a full combo. It's a massive gamble. But what if you jump forward with an attack instead? Well, if you guess wrong, you take a tiny bit of chip damage from the fast fan, no big deal. But if you guess right, you get a full jump-in combo for even more damage than the impact would have done anyway. It is lower risk, higher reward. It is absolutely the right call.
But wait, what about when she cancels into her fan from other moves like a medium punch or a medium kick? Well, see, this is a totally different ballgame. In this situation, drive impact is your new best friend.
If you see her cancel one of her medium normals into Kachosen, you can drive impact, and it just works, whether she charges it or not. It's a true hard counter. But, and you're probably sensing a theme here, you have to watch out for her stock. If she has a stock, she can use a follow-up to make herself safe and then punish your impact. You gotta track her meter just as much as you track your own. Next up, her wake-up pressure. My players love to end a combo in the corner and then throw a charged Kachusen right on top of you as you're getting up. It feels like you just have to sit there and hold it, but a lot of the time, that pressure is completely fake.
You need to burn this slide into your brain. These 3 common combo enders do not give her enough time to set up a real airtight charged fan. If you see her do one of these and she starts to charge, you can mash your fastest button, usually a 4-frame jab, and you will interrupt her clean. Stop respecting fake pressure.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. We're in the neutral game. Mai's at mid or even far range, and she throws a kachasan. What's the simplest, safest, lowest risk way to deal with this?
Just jump straight up. Seriously, that's it. The fan will sail harmlessly right underneath you. And because we already know from counter 2 that her anti-air has bad horizontal range, it's really hard for her to run in and punish you before you land. It's a safe, simple, and super effective way to just completely neutralize her zoning.
All right, this one is for all my projectile players out there. My Ryus, my Kens, my Guiles. If you have a fireball of your own, you should absolutely not be scared of Mai's fan. In fact, you actually have a pretty big advantage.
This table breaks it down perfectly. Your normal fireball just goes right through her uncharged fan. Your OD fireball beats her OD fan. And even against her big, scary, charged fan, you just trade. This means you should be actively throwing fireballs back at her to fight for that space. Don't let her control the screen. But you know what's coming. If she has stock, these interactions can change, so stay sharp.
And here we are, the final counter. This might be the most important piece of the puzzle. What do you do after you've already blocked the first hit of her fan? The absolute key is to avoid blocking that second falling part of the fan, no matter what.
Follow these steps every single time. It is vital that you crouch block the first hit. This gives you a little more time. Then, the second you recover, just walk backwards. The second hit of the fan will whiff right over your head. And this is a huge deal, because now if Mai wants to continue her offense, she has to spend meter on a drive rush to reach you. Making her spend a bar when you didn't have to is a small but absolutely critical victory. And there you have it, 10 universal answers to the Mai problem that work for the whole cast. But this isn't the end. This is the beginning. Now the real question is, what can your character do? You need to take these ideas into training mode. Look at your character's unique moves, Zangief's Lariat, Dhalsim's Slide, and build out your own specific game plan. Thanks for tuning in. Now go get those wins.